Well, it seems that at long last, Sakamoto Days has come to a close. It's unfortunate, but now Uzuki Days begins all over again. What's up, guys? I'm here, and here we are to do a breakdown / live reaction and review to chapter 168 of Sakamoto Days, which is known as... I actually don't see it on this first page, but maybe it was on the color page. They did move down here for editing me's help. So let's not waste any more time and let's hop right into it. Editing me, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. What's up, guys? That guy with a pencil here. Fun fact, I do happen to have it on me and keep it on me at all times. And another fun fact. I'm sorry. I'm still like, don't get me wrong. I get it. Here's the thing. I get why Takamura had to be eliminated narratively. Like, he was kind of just causing too many... Like, that's the thing. It's kind of like what you run into this issue a lot when you introduce strong characters, especially characters that are strong. Like, strong to the point that it doesn't make sense for our characters to live because the other character's that strong. So I get it, yeah, they're above. But man, I love Takamura. And we were just starting to fully develop him as a character. I went and read... Actually, I may do that. Would y'all be interested in seeing me break down the Sakamoto Days one-shot? Like, it's not called Sakamoto Days, but the original one-shot that featured Takamura, that was the prelude to Sakamoto Days. Would y'all be interested in seeing me cover that? Because I'd love to cover that. I did read it on my own, but I probably should have made that a video. But now I'll ask y'all if you want to see that. But with it being the case, man, I was just really hoping we were starting to see him more and more as a character. And in that manga, they do reveal some of his motivation, some of his thoughts, which is very similar to the one we got 2 chapters ago, or 3 chapters ago at this point. But still, man, we could have got more. But still, there's hope and there's cope. But we'll get into that. First things first, I do want to cover this color page. Sakamoto Today's. Chapter 168, Museum Closed. Okay. This is a cute little cover page. I'm not gonna lie. Lou, please come back into the net. Please. Like, I don't know. It feels like she's just been hard removed. Like, even Hisuke definitely hasn't had a moment in this arc in particular. But remember, he's the whole reason our cast and crew was able to get into this arc in the first place, because he had the bond with... What was the... I forget. Kamihite. He had the bond with Kamihite, and he had that whole big old battle. Lou has not done anything for like nearly 100 chapters now. Suzuki-sensei, please. I don't want to put you on the... Here's the thing. I can't put Suzuki-sensei on the allegations list because we have Kumanomi and we have Osaragi. But, like, please. Please. But this is a cute little color page. This is to go with the animation or the announcement of the anime, and I think that is sweet. I'm happy the Sakamoto Days finally got an anime. I'm scared because it's under Netflix, but apparently the studio is like 50-50, half decent, half good. The PV I saw, which y'all want to see me react to that? Well, it wouldn't be a reaction. I saw it. I didn't think it was gonna be that long, but it looked good. It looks out. There were some things in there I was like, but still, you know, this early Sakamoto Days, a lot of Sakamoto Days, more intense stuff starts happening towards like the 30-ish chapters, 30 to 60, and obviously they didn't get that far in just the PV. So like, I don't know. It's a nice little announcement. I'm excited. I'm very excited. I was hoping. I hate to just map up, but I was really hoping that a high tier animation studio was gonna get access to Sakamoto Days, because it's one of them manga. It ain't like Record of Ragnarok one of them manga, but it's one of them manga where like it's gonna rely a lot on the animation quality, because Suzuki Sensei's art is really, really good, and their dynamism is really, really good, to the point where you can read the manga and still feel like you're watching an anime. So when the anime gets to it, I'm interested. Cautiously. That may actually be an anime I watch. Would y'all be interested? Once again, I keep asking would y'all be interested in stuff, but I don't know. I'll see about my coverage on that anime. I didn't end up covering Fortnite's anime because I kind of zoned out, but maybe I'll do Sakamoto Days because I really like Sakamoto Days. But with that being the case, nice cute little color page. I love how everyone's playing a different role. I like how it's implied that Sakamoto's wife and kid are the main characters, because Sakamoto's recording his wife and kid. Lou's, I'm not sure what she's doing. I want to say that's like a script or something like that. And you have Hisuke holding the boom mic. Pisuke, I'm not sure what he's doing. He's kind of just vibing. But Shin carrying background resources, and Nagamo reading the script. I think that's very, very adorable. But enough of that. Let's actually hop into the chapter itself, because I'm actually interested, because I'm not sure what, like, if he copied Takamura. Like, did he copy all of Takamura, including his motivation? Because, like, realistically, Uzuki should now just go and slaughter Nagamo and Sakamoto, right? But let's see. Oh, what, was this just him leaving? Oh, Oh, dude, what the heck? Wait. What? Uzuki. Oh, he just dipped? Wait! Well, I guess, you know, it does kind of make sense to a certain... Like, the thing is, I wonder how much... It comes down to a couple questions. One, how does this ability actually work? I just headcanon that it literally is, you're on the verge, you're in a highly stressful emotional situation, and it's the only thing you'll do or else you'll perish. That's how I assume he got Rion. I'm assuming he and Rion had like an intense fight, and then bada bing, bada boom, Rion got slurped into Uzuki's head as a defensive personality, so maybe that's it. Maybe Sakamoto just like immediately shut down, but he's still muttering as he walks off. So like, I don't know. What is his motivation? Like, I don't know what his motivation is now, because technically... Sakamoto and Nagumo, I guess they're allies to a degree. I don't know. This is weird. I guess he just leaves. Okay. Was exactly that. But once again, I guess I'll take it. Because I mentioned this earlier. The idea that Takamura was just a little bit too strong. And, like, if he was left alive for, like, who knows, even 10 seconds longer, he probably would have just properly offed our MC, which wasn't going to happen. And offed a major side character, Nagumo, which wasn't going to happen. So, I guess Suzuki just leaving them is fine. Interesting. Probably has something to do with his heart. Like, maybe if he was, like, less battle damaged, he'd probably stick around, but now he's just dipping. And notably, I don't see the bodies of Gaku or Haruma, so, yeah, it seems like he just dipped it. Alright. Nagumo! Oh, his body. Oh no, his body's hypothermic. This is bad. We've lost too much blood. We've got to get out of here. Aww. Nagumo, don't die. Aww. So wow, that's it. We're just done. Well, I guess, like, who else would be there? Kamihite isn't there. Like, he should be, because, like, all the order were commanded to be there. But, like, he's not there. And it's clear the chairman doesn't want smoke, or at least he may... No, he called the order. So I guess maybe he's still there, but he's probably not that. So I guess the only scenario we have to wrap up now is the Osaragi fight, which was with Amane, Shishiba, and Kupanomi, and... I think that's it. Because Shin is knocked out. Yeah, so I think we should be good. Let's see. Nagumo. And I do like how Sakamoto is very, very worried about Nagumo, right? Because he already lost Rion. And couldn't even be there to help Rion survive. And in this case, he's here to help Nagumo. And he doesn't want to be, like... I'm not going to say alone, because obviously he still has his family. He still has the rest of the guys at the shop. But Nagumo... He's... the legacy friend. Like, Sakamoto doesn't seem to know or interact with Shishiba all that much. He knows the other members of the Order, because they were all, at least by that one color page image, it looks like they were all in the Order at one point, all together. Like, he knew Hyo and stuff like that. But in terms of, like, going to school with, being partners with the person he knows best, Nagumo's kind of all he's got left. So I do like the desperation, and, like, please, don't go. Let's see. He's thinking on it. He's like, Sakamoto himself is like, does this plot twist make sense? I know we had to get him out of the narrative because I'm literally on the manga's box. Or, like, I know my name's on the manga. But is this plot twist logical? Rational? Let's see. Those final movements. Don't tell me. What do you think? But, like, here's the thing. Especially from Sakamoto's perspective. Dog, I know you're in shock right now. You know what? I'll chalk it up to Sakamoto, like, having a whole chunk of, like, blood loss. And also just the fact that he probably barely could see it. Because, like, remember, Takamura, while injured already, blitzed him and Nagumo. He couldn't even see it. That's what he said last chapter. So I'm guessing maybe he's a bit confused, but, like, from the muttering to the grabbing of the katana to the motions he implying he saw here, like, dog, you know exactly what happened. Come on now, don't play me. Let's see. Oh, shoot. Oh, Shin, you're up. Gee, I thought you were slumped. Who's that? Oh, this gosh. Let's see. Shin, you're okay. Oh, is this... Wait! What happened? Wait. We still have to wrap the... Did Kumanomi get out okay? What happened to Amon? What is happening? Wait, are we just... Here. Let's give him this, too. No, don't. It's gonna spill. But when he smells the food, the boss will... He's not an animal, okay? Oh! See? look at Lou. Lou knowing the boss. But wait! So we just... Oh! That's a little weird. Okay. Huh. So yeah, oh well, I guess I guess that makes sense. The chapter title is called Museum Closed. It feels like such a weird. I must be tweaking. Hold on, let's see. Let me get further in the chapter. Shin, where am I, Mr. Sakamoto? 1 week. No, okay, Suzuki. I don't. Now here's the thing. I love Suzuki Sensei. I've been glazing Suzuki Sensei ever since I started reviewing Sakamoto Days. I took the break. I was still glazing Suzuki Sensei and the manga every single week, and then I did a whole reread of the manga, and I'm planning to do another sometime soon, so I can get the characters' names down, because sweet mother of mercy, I don't know why I still struggle. But with that being the case, Suzuki Sensei, if you're gonna do this, why did you even set up Osaragi and Amane fighting while Shishiba's laid out and Kumanomi's still there? Why did you even do that? You could have just not. Or you could have wrapped that up before you did this. Like, don't get me wrong, I get. Let me get further before I go into narrative critique. But let me actually get further, because again, I don't actually know. Let's see. Oh, this is. I can't do an old man. So I can't even do it. Hold on.
Well, there, Sonny. Ganondorf. Yeah. A week ago, Shin dragged you here, covered in blood. Took you for a corpse at first, for heaven's sake.
Okay, that is funny. So he's like, you were done. But to be fair, he did have a massive gash in his chest. Though once again, I'm gonna headcanon it. I'm gonna lay it down. This is pure headcanon. Don't get me wrong. So if someone can provide another reason or just provide a better headcanon, feel free to put it so I can make sense of it. In narrative, the only reason I'm assuming that Nagumo and Sakamoto were left even partially alive and not bisected like Haruma was, or not pierced through the heart like Gaku was, is because Takamura, even deep in his, like, I'm not even gonna say, because he's not senile. Like, he literally brings it up. He may be half blind, or was. He may have been half blind, but he wasn't senile. I think he legit, like, still cared for them. Even if subconsciously on some level, because there's no reason. Sakamoto got fully blitzed, but they lived? Seems nonsensical until you take into account that Takamura and Sakamoto is at least implied to have some sort of relationship with them. Because they were all in the order. So he's probably like, I really want to do this, but like, and like he just did it. Like I'm assuming that was it, because there's no reason they shouldn't be in half. Oh, Nagumo, hey, he made it, and he's just sleeping. What's it? You don't remember? You collapsed at the art museum, Mr. Sakamoto. I bet he did. Let's see. I was trying to drag you and Nagumo out of there. Really? Well, you know, I can't blame Shin. Like, obviously, a lot of, pretty much every Sakamoto Days character is to some degree superhuman, but yeah, Shin also had a very intense battle beforehand and was heavily injured, too. Not even a very intense battle singular. He had, like, a couple battles in the museum arc. So, I mean, it makes sense why he was tired. Impressive. And then we bumped into Amane. Oh! Just when it seemed like it was all over. Seiba showed up in the nick of time. And right now, everyone's been evacuated to safety. To the JCC and elsewhere. Why do... Okay. I'm gonna lay it out for... I'll see how the rest of the chapter goes. It looks like I'm only halfway through the chapter. I'll see how the rest of the chapter goes. That's whack. I don't... Like... Notably, I'm not one to say that I can read where a story's going. I clearly not. My ankles shattered on numerous occasions. They are practically made of fiberglass. Like, they are so far from solid. And Suzuki Sensei in particular has definitely broken my ankles before. Like I said, in either last chapter review or previous chapter review, this arc and my expectations for it, I thought it was going to be more like a transitionary arc with some crazy battles here and there, as Sakamoto Days arcs have sort of been so far. This is clearly a very, 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 very pivotal arc in terms of its impact and all the different characters affected. But I don't get that as a writing choice. Why set this up? I think that's a switch. I think Suzuki Sensei wanted to do something with this. I'm not sure if his editor told him to just cut it. No one cares. Or if he just changed it. That's weird. Why you didn't have to do that. Like, don't get me wrong, I do agree. I get, like, thinking back on it, I get to some degree why you would introduce Osaragi there, specifically when you did, because Carolina Reaper and Kumanomi were still there, and Shishiba was down. And obviously Amane was not going to win that 2v2, so introducing Osaragi, having her slice and dice Carolina Reaper, that makes sense. But why set her up as an antagonist? Or, like, why set her up as someone that was going to fight Amane? while Shishiba couldn't just tell her to stop. Like, and here's the thing. It looks like Shishiba didn't even tell her to stop in this timeline. Like, it looks like Amane was trying to just run away, and Osaragi was just holding on to him. So Shishiba couldn't get to her there. Kumanomi just escaped, I guess. Like, why set up that super interesting battle scenario? I was actually very interested to see how that was going to go. And to boil it down to this, and I don't get me wrong, it is technically using the same kind of setup gag. Like, the idea of Seiba being ghost-like and scaring Osaragi out her brain and just having her run away. Like, that was set up. But that's like the second time in that same arc that well, then again, I guess Osaragi does get the dub on Carolina Reaper. It is a bit of a sneaky dub, but a dub is a dub. Hey, a win is a win. But why set up Osaragi to have some sort of epic fight, hypothetically against Kumanomi and Amane? That could have been a 2v2 or a 2v1 while Shishiba was begging, trying to explain. Why set up such an interesting concept and give Osaragi a chance to cook deviously, only to reduce it to this? Just don't do it. You could literally... Here's the thing. I would tweak it. I wouldn't set up Osaragi as an antagonist for Amane. I would legit just set up Osaragi as an antagonist for Kumanomi, and then have Kumanomi dip. Like, she's like, okay, I'm not running this. Clearly you're built different. You one-shot Carolina Reaper. You're built like that, and Kumanomi just dips because she's tired or whatever. You could do that and then cut to the Sakamoto stuff. Then I think you're good. I'm not the biggest fan of this narrative choice. I'm going to lay it out here and clear, considering a week has passed. We've had a week time skip. Let's see. Well, I'm glad everyone's okay. Me too, Nagamo, me too. Let's see. But now the problem is, well, the JA is currently mobilizing all its forces to search for you, Mr. Sak. Oh, no. Not the baby. Not the baby, no. Search for you, Mr. Sakamoto. Sakamoto's not here? Buy something. I'm sorry, little girl. I'm busy right now. Oh, that's sweet. Mr. Sakamoto woke up. Yay! Shit. But I'm sure they don't know about the holistic healer. Maybe they hid it. Maybe they hid him and Nagamo somewhere safe. Let's see. Oh, good. Time for the STV Assassin News. Stupid in the best way. Let's see. Specialist news program for assassins. In the Okutabi Art Museum attack last week, the cost of damages is estimated at over 20 billion yen. What is 20 billion yen in American dollars? $127,202,188.60. Not too bad. No, that's crazy. That's absolutely insane. That is money. Golly. To be fair, though, I'm not gonna fully chalk that up to just, oh, it was Sakamoto and crew. No. From Uzuki to even the Order members, they were also kind of going crazy in that museum. Heck, even, what's his name? The chairman was also freaking and geeking a little bit. So I won't fully blame that on gang. But let's see. Continuing restoration activities. Principal culprits, Tado Sakamoto, Yoichi Nagamo. I keep forgetting his name is Yoichi. Yeah, at some point that we had never gotten a first name for Nagamo, but now we have it, Yoichi. What's with two of my favorite characters across manga being named Yoichi? Isagi Yoichi from Blue Lock, and now Yoichi Nagamo from Sakamoto Days. I don't know. Something about doing it in Yoichis. We're not talking about the My Hero Academia Yoichi. He's fine, but like he's not one of my favorites. Let's see. Yoichi Nagamo and Kei Uzuki have been designated as special Class A extermination targets. The investigations department is currently searching for those targets, whose whereabouts are unknown. Wow. Boy, if you don't get your finger out your nose on live TV, well, on Assassin TV, maybe it don't matter all too much. Let's see. The designation Special Class A extermination targets has taken place once in the past. And, among JA operatives. So that's what's happening. Up, Nagamo! Okay, so he was faking. Nagamo! You rat! Hey, watch your tongue, Shin. Don't come talking tough, you Harima victim. Don't you dare! You watch how you speak to my goat. Let's see. How long have you been awake? Since yesterday, actually. Okay, I guess he was waiting for Sakamoto to wake up. Let's see. A long time no see, Granny Mia. You're a tough little whippersnapper, that's for sure. I mean, yeah. Nagamo's weird. Like, he's weird in the way that I like, don't get me wrong. Like, clearly, he's one of my favorite characters. Of course I like Nagamo. But, like, he's a funny guy. in the terms of, like, I'm still not even fully sure how much I can trust him. Like, despite how much I love Nagumo and his clear ties to Sakamoto and Uzuki, and even his recently revealed deep feelings of humanity, like his well, not necessarily obsession, but his care for Uzuki, who was just a vessel for Rion, even though he knows Uzuki is responsible for the slaughter of the real Rion. Like, it's clear that Nagumo hides a lot of his humanity under a facade. But still, there's something hidden with that boy. And while he is a tough whippersnapper, I don't fully trust him. But I still like him. Let's see. Alright, Sakamoto, let's get to the chase. Isn't it about time you told us what happened at the art museum? What happened with X? Look at them both lock in. Alright, let's see. Oh, actually, feed my boy. He look a little bit too slim. Get that boy some good old food. Let's see. I'm actually, you know what? One thing I'll admit. I am shocked the JAA is not taking them hostage. It's been a whole week, and he has a shop named after him, and you just let his wife and kid run for... Like, don't get me wrong. That's, like, the devious, diabolical part of me speaking. But, like, that's an easy way to draw bro out. You have direct access to his wife and kid. Don't play with me. and you mean to tell me maybe lower ranked JA members would be a little bit hesitant to be like, man, I want to take a hostage of a civilian and his kid. But, like, the chairman who ordered the hit, you mean to tell me Asaki wouldn't be like, take the kid, take the wife, take them both? Like, this is the same guy who wanted to slaughter the Kindaka and the people Kindaka was escorting. Like, come on, like, come on. They're taking off. If they're not taking hostage yet, which I do think is kind of shocking, they're gonna come into play one way or another. I can smell it. If they have to be on the run for a bit, something gonna happen with them. Because right now they have no protection. Who's there to protect him? Takamura can't. Nagumo can't. Sakamoto likely directly can't. Something gonna happen. But let's see. Let's take a look in a book. Oh, so X took Mr. Takamoto's life. Yes, he did. No. Oh, but let me just quickly explain my copium. I'm gonna go with the myth that Takamura just spawned in. Like, even though it's confirmed by his recent, like, spout of humanity and ideology, it's clear that he's, like, actually a person and not just, like, an embodiment of assassination energy like he was theorized to be. But, like, I'm gonna just headcanon it so I can have more Takamura. Because, please, I want more of the character, guys, don't it? But I'm gonna assume that. Because, once again, we just don't have an origin for him. Even in the one-shot, he kind of just there. We have no clue. We have no idea how he's trained. He's just there. And I'm not sure what the one-shot's canonicity to the main manga is. Like, I don't know. But, still, I'm hoping he's going to come back. Like, and I know that sounds crazy, but I really like Takamura, man. Please, bring me my go. Let's see. Is this Sakamoto guy seriously that freaky? Well, if those two... Hold on.
I need to put some more nasal behind it. Well, if those two kids wound up like this, he's for sure the toughest guy in the assassin world. I heard rumors about him when I was young.
When he was... He's not real. Wait, let me see. Let me read the rest of it.
I'm amazed there was someone with the chops to kill him.
So, wait. Once again, I think even if accidentally, he's a vessel or something. I don't think Takamura's full human. And, like, you may be like, Pencil Man. Don't get me wrong. This is Gotomoto days, and things have been freaky and geeky there. But, like, there are limits to it, Pencil Man. There's no way. But, like, are there really limits to it? Like, tell me half the characters in this verse don't have superpowers. Like, we still don't know how Nagumo's thing works. Uzuki's thing's clearly a superpower. Carolina Reaper just breathed fire, y'all. Like, I could think of an explanation in a roundabout. Hypnotism. I don't think it worked like that for real. So, like, I would not be shocked if those rumors had some basis in reality and Takamura's just, like, on a respawn timer right now. Like, low-key call Meliodas before the curse is broken. Like, straight up, he's just gonna respawn somewhere. Maybe younger. Maybe young, because I highly doubt he's been executed. If he's been around since she was young, and she predates Sakamoto, Nagumo, all that, like, she's an ancient as well. I'm a Cole's bluff. Suzuki-sensei, you ain't just gonna drop your one-shot character like that right now. I know you ain't. So bring him back. But let's see. How on earth is this X guy strong enough to kill someone that tough? No, it wasn't X. Yeah. Huh? In that final attack, from his movements when he left, I'm 100% sure that Uzuki became Mr. Takamura. Yeah, but still, as a lot of people point out, like, I rationalized it in my head just based on Uzuki's ability. But yeah, I agree with a lot of y'all in the comment section in last week's video. Sure. Neat. You can copy somebody's powers. What that mean, though? How did you upgrade your physicality that much? Like, unless Uzuki is just built like that. But I also saw another theory in the comments. Someone pointed out the idea that maybe Takamura's an old personality. Like, maybe he's just been there. Because once again, Takamura's clearly been around for a while. It may not be the first time that Uzuki's encountered him, or anything like that. Maybe he just doesn't remember. Because, notably, Uzuki very early on in the manga is portrayed as muttering. A lot. And he's even drawn very similar to how Sakamoto is drawn. In the up close, intense paneling. Like, a lot of early Uzuki, a lot of early X is drawn that way. We start getting more of the Uzuki personality when we actually get to see him as a character and start to interact with him more. But, in terms of his, like, actual on-screen appearances, prior to, like, him being revealed as a character and having interaction with Sakamoto, yeah, actually a lot of Uzuki was kind of Takamura-esque. So, there may be levels to it? We'll see. But let's see, everyone's bamboozled. But yep, he was the guy who originally brought this up. Lou's attendant? I forget his name. Let's see. Are you saying Takamoto's persona took over X? That's right. Well, kinda. Well, yeah, I guess, technically. That's right. Nakamo, is that what you also think? Well, at first, I thought my eyes were playing tricks on me. But I thought about it, and I think the only person who could actually kill Mr. Takamura is Mr. Takamura. The unstoppable force meets the immovable. Like, once again, just because real life, I never actually met someone who was, like, genuinely unbeatable to the point where I'm like, whoa, like, you're a monster, you're a beast, you're a creature, let me just get another one of you. But, like, I feel like everyone's almost heard of one of those people. Like, the only person who could ever rival them was, like, a copy of themselves. Or, like, someone from, like, just nowhere in the same area. Like, they were just so good at what they did. They were that top tier, that high level in their specific designation or occupation or skill or hobby. That they're like, no. You need another one of him in order to take him down or to best him or challenge him. I can see that. But I'm still interested. I'm interested to see how that works. Mechanically, I want an explanation on this, like everyone else does. Let's see. What? Wait a minute. Someone's persona taking over someone else's? Are we talking Persona 3 personas? Are we talking... Do I have any cards near me? Gosh darn, I don't! Are we talking... This is a straw. Persona 4 personas? Or are we talking... I wish I had Majora's Mask. But are we talking Persona 5 personas? Which personas are we talking about? Let's see. Is this for real? Yeah, you two are probably just freaked out and... Okay. Shit. Are you, like, of all the people to doubt, it'd be one thing if it was just one of them, but both of them believe this. Like, if you don't have faith, have faith. Put some faith in the boss, man. Come on now. Let's see. Freaked out and, right, Wu-Tang, that's it. Why aren't you saying anything? Slur's multiple personality disorder is triggered by extreme stress. This is just a hypothesis, but the psychological stress of seeing his friends slaughtered one by one, and his fear of Mr. Takamura could have triggered Uzuki's self-preservation instincts. So, in order to deal with Mr. Takamura, he created a new persona within himself. And that persona was essentially a copy of Mr. Takamura. And there was once again, I love y'all for comments, please keep commenting. Someone pointed out a very important point. That technically, if Uzuki were to have just copied Takamura as he was in that moment, then technically Takamura would have tied. He wouldn't have just one-shot Takamura. They would have exchanged blows. Obviously, like, Uzuki would have tried to steal the sword, and they would have, like, struggled a bit. There was no struggle. So technically, Uzuki surpassed Takamura. You could make the argument, though, that Takamura was battle damaged, but then again, Uzuki was missing his heart. So, like, the question is, when a new persona is applied, does it sort of restore the wielder of the persona to full HP? So, like, by copying Takamura, did Uzuki just override any previous attacks that were already done to him? From the slash from Takamura to the heart stab by Nagamo? I don't know. That's the real question. I don't know. It's very interesting. Because you could argue maybe he just surpassed Takamura. Maybe it's Uzuki plus Takamura, and that's why Takamura got blitzed. Or maybe it was just full health Sakamoto versus a non-full health Sakamoto. I don't know. And also, Sakamoto could have just been caught off guard because he just didn't know. Let's see. It's the worst case scenario possible. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Now, their biggest op has access to the strongest guy in the verse. Or at least, there's still debates. Like, once again, I see the Prime Sakamoto versus current Sakamoto arguments. They're going back and forth again. But for right now, what exists, or what was the strongest character in the verse, now fused with the main villain. Of course, there's some leeway to this, in the fact that the main villain didn't just immediately off Nagumo and Sakamoto while they were battle damaged. But still, now that that is there, if they ever go to press X again, hypothetically to bring out the Rion personality, or just to defeat X, Takamura's going to come out. They're going to have to run those ones again. And of course, Nagumo himself was already fatigued by the time he ran into Takamura, and Sakamoto, to some degree, was already fatigued by the time he ran into Takamura, but I don't think them being at full health would have helped. Just based on how their battle was going, I really don't think so. So I think Nagumo and Sakamoto are just going to have to get stronger. That's going to be interesting. But let's see. Oh, look at the drill! Shishiba, you healed? Alright, that was quick. And Shishiba, man! I was hoping to see more around with his arc. I want to see his wrap up with Amane. But, gosh darn it, Suzuki's a man, just took... Man. Let's see. Oh. New guy? What voice do I give? Haha! No, we're not giving him the Mickey Mouse voice. Riku! I'm not giving him the Sora voice. I can't give him the Vexen voice. Woo! Well, you know what? You know what? You know what?
You know what?
You know what? Long time no see. Shishiba and Osadagi. You're a minute and 14 seconds late. What do you have to say for yourself? You're as nitpicky as ever. What difference does 1 minute make? What can you do in that time? For one thing, I could kill you. Oh, okay. Go ahead and try. I don't know, Shishiba! I don't know, Shishiba! Well, to be fair, he's not distracting anymore. He has Osadagi right next to him. But still, I don't know, Shishiba! I'm not gonna say we're gonna revoke your order card, my G. But you were talking a lot of smack on Hyo. I don't know. Let's see, Shishiba. You expect me to work for free? Order Oki. Oh, so you have another order member. Okay. Kind of bland looking. They're the most dangerous, so let's see. If you want to hire me. If you want a way to hire me. Wait, if you want to hire me for a job, pay up and go through the JAA. I'll kill you any way you like. Oh, so okay, so Oki's clearly up there, because Shishiba's actually annoyed with that. Alright, that's enough! Why'd you call us all over here? While I was on an assignment overseas, 2 order members died, 2 left the force, and multiple branches of the JAA have been destroyed. I'm extremely disappointed in you. 2 order members, so that's Sakamoto and Hyo. 2 have left, Nagumo and Sakamoto. Oh, wow. So you've been gone for a minute. What were you doing overseas, buddy? I'm extremely disappointed in you. But... Oh... Okay, so you're the new Kindaka, or the new Yotsumura Oki. Interesting. But it's the leader's fault when his underlings screw up. I will take responsibility for this and die after the mission is over. Where are the receipts on that, bro? I'm gonna need you to sign a contract. So let's see. Nice. Drop dead. Awesome. Die. Darn! None of them like him. Alright. I mean, I don't know. He seems relatively chill so far for an assassin. Let's see. So, what will your final act be? To correct what is wrong in the name of the order. Okay. Okay, so this is the... I guess Sakamoto never was a leader, or I guess Sakamoto was interesting, so Oki. Alright. I'm gonna, you know what, we're gonna... Why are you always so clean? I'm gonna give the chapter, like, a solid... Here's the thing. Getting over my issue of, like, kind of burning through what seemed like an interesting fight. If I get through that and just time skipping and kind of ending the arc, I get why it was done from a narrative standpoint and from a pacing standpoint. Obviously, like, going back to wrap up the Osadagi, Amane, Shishiba situation with Kumanomi. Like, technically, it just was never going to hit as hard as the Sakamoto incident, and wrapping it up there is fine. So, like, I put that aside, the chapter's worthy. From what it sets up, to what it clears up, to what it elaborates, from what it extrapolates on, and the setup of a new Order member, the leader of the Order. Presumably this is the last member we're going to get introduced to. If I had to hazard a guess, I'm not sure how many, because I think there's supposed to be like 10 or 12 Order seats, and none of them have all been filled at the same time, and I don't know, for introducing the leader, it may be time to go absolutely crazy. I'm interested to see his gimmick, I'm interested to see how he fights, I'm interested to see who he runs into first. And also, I want to see what happened to Kumanomi, and like, Gaku, because I still think Gaku could be alive. He only got pierced in the heart. I say only, like that's little. But like in Sakamoto days, that ain't clearly, look at Uzuki, that ain't clearly ended up to take somebody out. So overall, a very, very W chapter. I just kind of don't like how that certain time skip was handled, but you gotta do what you gotta do. However, if you made it all the way to the end of this video, please do me a favor and wake up. Mainly because my brain is like, it's reading Oki, and like my brain's like, fighting game Oki. So like, wake up, like, literally just wake up. In the comment section down below. I'd like to thank you so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you hit that little notification bell so you know us out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, I do have a Patreon down below where you can support me for as low as $1 a month. You things like exclusive videos, early content, and more. If so, become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. Some of those perks will include the live reactions, any other series I review, ad free variations of all my videos, and if you become a $25 Patreon, $25 member, you can order whatever video you want. Also, I do have a link to my Ko-Fi in the description down below, where you can drop 5 beans for a short video, 25 beans for a long video, or any support at all is always appreciated. Now, I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching once again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is That Guy with the Pencil, writing off. I'd like to give a thank you to our $3 members, Recliner Plays, Greyhound, At Void, Astro, Eternal Flame, King Sukuna, NMA, Real Rare, Paris Arnold, G Prosper, and Red Wolf 4765. And I'd like to give a thank you to our $5 patrons, Steron, Sean, Sammy, Midnight Lord 21, Kevin, Encarnacion, Josh Brown, and A+A. And I'd like to give a thank you to our $7 patrons, Autumn Mornings Lazo, and Fine. And I'd like to give a thank you to our $10 members, Robbie Uchiha and Jay Warrior. And I'd like to give another thank you to our $10 patrons, Panda Goat, Metal Solid Crisis, Joaquin Munoz, along with Idemokami. And I'd like to give a final gargantuan thank you to our $25 patron, Calvin Elder.